Give me a second to find this video. I'm going to talk about using these energy shifts to upgrade and heal right now. And I'm going to be doing my usual chakra cards. If you're just finding me, take a second to share this out like I'm doing. I always need you guys to share my feed out. Facebook is always doing a number on this channel. So I always need you guys to. I'm constantly Facebook banned and can't get my content out. So for sure, take a second to share this out. I give away activation off of every video just to get you guys to share it out. But a lot of you guys catch me on replay because I'm in the United Kingdom. So I don't find the person until the next day so everyone can participate. So for sure, take a second to share this out. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the collective energies. I just did a video in our Reiki group though, talking a little bit about energy purging because it's a lot of the effect that these energies are having coming into the planet. If you guys did not catch that, you guys know I have a Sparks of Divine Light Healing Reiki group that I like to share a lot of stuff into. I've been trying to do videos in there too. So if you didn't see it and you're having any kind of purge effect from this energies, make sure that you go catch the video I just did on it. I was kind of trying to go over that. We have a week left of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is not to punish anyone. It just acts like a mirror, kind of like a lot of the lunar cycles do as well. They're showing us areas of our consciousness that we have to change, maybe that things that aren't working out for us. That's why a lot of people will have the exes come back during retrograde. You might have you may have left a relationship, but sometimes you have karma left to clear. So when you have like past relationships or friends surfacing or things like that coming back, or you're thinking about family members, things like that, a lot of the time it is an indication that you just have more karma to clear. And a lot of people will fall into that trap and take their ex back and it will go awful. A lot of the relationships that we had were very karmic in nature. And this ascension is giving us an opportunity to release these things once and for all. A lot of the karmic experiences that we were drawing to us were karmic contracts that we needed to clear in order to do this ascension. These contracts were not to punish anyone. They were to move you into a space of love, believe it or not. I was talking earlier about how some of your harder lessons, triggers, teachers you didn't like, lessons you didn't vibe with, those were your biggest teachers pushing you hopefully into a space of self-love at some point. And so we have a lot of these things kind of surfacing. This is an amazing point where we're doing a clearing. You're seeing it happen politically and collectively, that there is a cleansing occurring, that the dark are being removed. I was talking about it this morning. Hopefully you guys won't be needing to play the victim anymore. Hopefully you guys are moving to a place of empowerment spiritually. Because when we were in that 3D victim programming, we were drawing the perpetrators and the dark forces ruling the planet and the cabal and things like that. Hopefully we're reaching such a place of empowerment that we don't need to play victim and have these perpetrators in our story, right? This energy is going to be pushing us to be opening up more to love on a collective level. We have entered the sign of Leo, and we're getting ready for this Lionsgate portal early next month, and it's very important that we're working on our heart chakra. A lot of our programming has been blocking us in our relationships, our friendships, whether it's with family members or, your partners. A lot of our heart chakra issues and past issues are the things that keep surfacing in our relationships, becoming projections on others, judgments, things like that. So it's really important that we're doing a good cleanse of our heart chakra with these energies. I was talking about it in my earlier video. The best way for me to do that is I had to take a break yesterday and go get out into nature, right? Get outside, connect with Gaia. I'm at an amazing place because I'm on the heart chakra frequency of the planet for connecting with Gaia and working on my heart chakra. Get out into nature, work on your energy, meditate, reflect, assess your life and where it's going. A lot of people are just kind of trying to recreate the same things over and over again. And, if something didn't work in your life or if something was torn down, then it wasn't working for you spiritually. It wasn't in alignment with you. So now is a really good time to stop. We're always running around, waiting for the next thing. We need to do this later. It's really important that we're realizing that the fifth dimension is about being in the now, about stopping, about being in the moment. In the third dimension, we're always running running around and we're into instant gratification and all of these things, it's really important that we're centering and grounding ourselves energetically into the now, enjoying the moment, going with the flow. And this can be scary for people. We want to know everything that's going to happen, everywhere we're headed, what's coming. And as much as people like to think they know where this ascension's going, you know, the universe loves to surprise us. It likes the plot twists. It likes to create these things for us. So it's really important that we're kind of letting go of our attachments of what we think should happen or what we think is going to happen. We have a lot of intense energy that's going to continue to flow in the next few days. We're starting to instant manifest. This can be dangerous for people that don't have mastery over their thoughts and their mind. Because in the third dimension, you can just think toxic thoughts all day long and no one will know, right? Well, these toxic thoughts, people who are still thinking these things, are making you sick. They're blocking your manifesting. They're creating horrific fears that you don't want to experience. So it's really important that we're making sure that our thoughts are aligning with the things that we want to see come into our reality. If you're thinking about something and you don't want it to happen, get rid of these thoughts. We need to continue to kind of clean up the mental space as well. It's going to be huge emphasis on this. We need to continue to purify the physical body as we're being, as these higher frequencies are being induced onto this planet. You know, we're going through a frequency change. We're going to be able to handle more and more of this source energy, the purer that our body is. So if we're full of metals, contaminants, you know, toxic emotions, we're going to be at a lower frequency and we're going to have a harder time with the energy. So it's really important that we're detoxing the physical body, the soul, and the mind now during this time. I'm going to start doing cards, so go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. My link is above. If you guys need me, I have a little book appointment section on this page, but you still have to go to my site and, you know, check out and purchase whatever it is you want done. I am manifesting students right now. A lot of this will be mastering your energy, learning to master energy, which is going to be like the most valuable thing you could ever learn. Going through this spiritual ascension, how to process and master, assimilate, harness energy. So I teach a lot of different types of energy healing. I do Akashic readings, which are much different than what I'm about to do right now, which is just pulling cards, right? I like to go into your, you know, future probabilities, your now, and your past life. I saw someone on a post on one of my group walls this morning talking about, you know, going into past lives, how there's reasons we don't remember these things. Well, you know, that's your subconscious blocking your memory from these things. And we need to understand the journey of our soul and what has led us here. And you wouldn't believe the people when I'm doing this work that are recreating their past experiences now, reflected in your fears, the lessons you didn't like, the traumas that keep coming up. You know, this isn't our first life here, and these are coming from past experiences that need to be healed, released, and cleared. So once you heal yourself this life, it can be very valuable for you to go into your past and to begin to clear these things. Gretchen Hyatt, good morning. You are working on your crown chakra. Awareness, attention, reality, and connection. I'm all about learning how to harness this source energy. It's what I do on my videos. It's what I'm always doing. And for me, I can bring more of this energy into my experience by having fun, staying excited, being in alignment with myself spiritually, being on my right path. So there is this force field of energy that is all around us. It is within us. And we now will learn how to once again harness and direct this energy with our intention. And this is where we're really getting back to in terms of learning how to manifest. Stay really positive with your mind, where, you know, we're focusing our attention. That's where the energy is going to go to create things. We're always navigating this experience more than we like to think. Brian Feliciano, good morning. I should just say it now. I've been kind of like sending you telepathy. I really would love to at some point see if you could do our group banners for us. I'm going to be reaching out to you eventually. Brian, you're working on grounding, nature, presence, practicability, and stability. Try to get outside more. A lot of these air signs, we're in our head a lot. So we have to make sure we're getting enough energy down to our root chakra, down to our feet. Try to get outside more. A lot of you guys can't. We're always working. We're doing things, right? We're busy. Open your windows more. Let some more fresh air in your house, right? Open your doors. Open your windows. Try to get outside more. When you are outside, try to walk around barefoot. Jackie Tacolata. You're working on your heart chakra. Keep on working on opening up. This is where this energy's at. We're going to be really in this heart chakra space for the next few weeks. You guys know that I am huge on heart chakra and third eye activations. I do them on my site. If anyone had any type of inner child issues, I do a lot of inner child healing too, but it's really good to get your heart chakra activated. Anything like that, past issues, love issues, relationship issues that keep surfacing. Heart chakra healing is powerful. They teach you in the Law of One that you will liberate through the heart chakra and healing it. Dalo McValley, good morning. You're working on your solar plexus, gut instinct, intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. You know, as an empath, we can feel the thoughts and emotions and feelings of others, but a lot of times we're taking on a lot of negative energy and kind of putting out good energy. That is our job here as healers. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're very wide open in your solar plexus. You're just taking in a lot of energies. People like that have to be very careful that we're not around toxic energies. We're very energy sensitive. For me, I do a lot of salt baths. I try to take one almost every day. It's kind of hot here for that, right? Heat wave. But I try to take a salt bath almost every day. That is a way that I can clear my solar plexus and my aura in one. Marusa Blancusa, good morning. You're working on your sacral chakra. And, as the divine feminine, we carry a very powerful energy, the energy of the goddess. Continue to work on your sacral. This is also where our manifesting comes from, too. D.I. Monte, good morning. Sending tons of Australia vibes. We're seeing craft sightings in Canada, a lot in the United Kingdom right now, and a lot in Australia. Loving it. D.I., you're working on your solar plexus, choice, free will, courage, willpower, change. The ego never wants to change. It's comfortable keeping you miserable, enslaved, right? Keeping you miserable, enslaved, on broke programming because it's comfortable. It knows what's going to happen. And, going on to this spiritual higher path makes you uneasy, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen. And we like to know everything that's going to play out and happen. Just kind of let go. Through letting go and surrendering, we release so much. Nikki Renee, you're working on your heart chakra, connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. Sarah Cole, you're working on your crown chakra. For your crown chakra, usually there's foods that you can eat that correlate with each chakra, but the best thing for your crown chakra is getting outside, getting fresh air, meditating. Michelle Morphy, good morning. You're working on your sacral, emotions, feelings, expression, moods, balance. We have a lot of emotions purging out to the surface right now. Old things. We have Chiron in retrograde. So it's showing us old programming that has been coming up again and again. It can be old deep wounds from your childhood surfacing. Old things that we need to clear that isn't able to come with us into the fifth dimensional. This programming has been what has been sabotaging us our whole lives too. If you ever had fear surface, that is part of third dimensional programming that is blocking you from whatever you're working on, trying to manifest, trying to do. We have this fear surface, and there's a very real danger that when we're thinking fearful thoughts that they can manifest, blocking us. Judy Reed, you're working on your heart chakra, passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, joy. Have more fun. It's something I forget. I'm working a lot, right? I'm working a lot. This can be a lot for the people that are awake, that have been on their light worker missions for a while. I'm kind of trying to anchor this light in, right? It can be a lot. We need a reminder to have more fun around here, myself included, because we get so wrapped up in our jobs and our lives, and some of you guys are parenting and, serving others or whatever it is. Try to have more fun. Amanda Shafran, you're working on your sacral and money, finances, power, generosity, abundance. What if I told you guys we actually have abundance all around us? It is our birthright, and it is a frequency that we can tune into. Well, then people are going to be like, oh my God, well then what is this 3D broke programming, and why am I experiencing such lack? Through, raising your vibrational frequency, you will change the things you're drawing to you and attracting to you. Keep working on your sacral. Michael Lawton. You're working on your sacral too. Sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. And I know people don't want to admit this, but we had a lot of relationship programming issues because you guys got programmed by your parents. And if you think about your parents and what type of relationships they had, they probably weren't great, these 3D relationships. More of a control drama, lack of love, right? Lack of connection. And so we kind of took on that programming and it became our own. So we have a lot of issues to clear when it comes to sex, relationships, how we think it's supposed to go. Keep working on your sacral, Michael. Sarah Cornell, good morning. You're working on your heart chakra. Emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. A lot of navigating this ascension is having a lot of emotions and feelings come to the surface, right? We're getting in touch with our intuitive side once again. So we're beginning to be able to feel deeply, hopefully. Allow any emotions that are coming up to release. Valerie Rhodes, you're working on your base chakra, your root chakra, family, belonging, community, culture, and tribe. And once you wake up and begin to vibrate, you know, on your authentic frequencies, you will start to draw your soul tribe to you guys. Let's see. Corinne Davies, you're working on your heart chakra, love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. Emma Bagwell, you're working on your base or root chakra, action, movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. And, you know, we were figuring out that we're in Earth School and we have these lessons. And it's really important that, you know, we're focusing on our own lessons and getting past them. I know we're so concerned with helping everyone else all the time, myself included, but it's really important that we're also focusing on our own path. Where's it going? Juliet Saltmarsh, you're working on your heart chakra, compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. And I see a lot of people that woke up realizing that they're an empath. And, you know, the next step going through that process of labeling yourself, hopefully, would to come to the realization that not only you're not just an empath, you're a healer then. If you're an empath, or if you resonate with that label, then you're also a healer. You're absorbing and processing energy. You're taking it in. That's what Reiki helped me with. I was very unbalanced, ungrounded. I didn't understand the spiritual, what was happening when I was asleep. Going through this process, I was attracting relationships that weren't great for me, right? I was very out of balance. And so, you know, me getting attuned to and learning Reiki helped me to ground and balance my energy. I went from that empath playing the victim to a state of empowerment going through this journey. And it's kind of where we're meant to be going with it. Lorna Ann Gauthier, you're working on your throat chakra, honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Mercury retrograde can be really hard for communication, but we have a huge sweep of our chakras occurring with the earth as well. So we have a lot of these energies right now through our heart and upper chakras, including our throat. Linda Wagger, you're working on your third eye chakra. You know, while we have a spiritual awakening, you know, we wake up and then we usually have a heart chakra expansion and our third eye opens. Our chakras will continue to activate and expand on so many levels. Keep working on your third eye. You're going to continue to come more and more into your abilities going through this process. Aji Kapoki Collage. Oh, thank you for sharing it. It helps so much. Facebook deleted my video yesterday. I'm not allowed to talk about aliens. Deleted triggering Facebook over here, so it really helps when you guys share it out. And G, you're working on your third eye, insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. Bonnie Peterson, you're working on your throat chakra, will, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. And we have so many problems speaking. Part of our programming, you go to school and they teach you be quiet unless you're called and you raise your hand. Stop speaking. Please don't speak unless we ask you. Things like this. So we were programmed to be quiet, especially when it came to voicing things that went against the grain. We had a lot of past life persecution as well. You know, this isn't our first experience here, and we brought these things with us. So a lot of people are having this space where they're trying to find their voice. You know, when we have no voice, we can't manifest. It's through speaking and through our words that we create. So it's really important that we're finding our truth and our voice. Jenny Miller, you're working on your third eye, the mind, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. And I'm just going to throw this in here too, that I'm seeing new people on the feed. If you guys are new, like the page. I'm going to be doing, starting in like a month, I'll be back to Stonehenge and be doing some real cool feeds. So make sure you guys follow the page. Kim Petty, when you smelling things is a really good ability too. People have different abilities. Some people can hear frequencies. Some people are seeing things either with their sight or their third eye. All different abilities are going to start to surface now. The more spiritually pure you are and the higher frequency you are, the more of these abilities you'll be able to access. Kim Petty, you're working on your third eye. Guidance, support, love, signs, and direction. Keep working on your third eye. You'll come more and more into these crazy abilities. Carrie Ahulin, I don't have any posted meditations on my page. I'm not big on doing guided meditations. It's not necessarily my ability that I do. A lot of people ask me. I'm sure there's tons on YouTube you guys could be finding. Carrie, you're working on your throat chakra, self-expression, vocalization, individuality, inner voice, and assertiveness. Rosa Patterson, you're working on your third eye, visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. Keep working on manifesting. That is going to be our abilities to create with our thoughts. We've been doing it our whole life anyway. We're suddenly realizing this is a manifest reality. And, we're in a space where we're supposed to be learning how to create. Heather Smith, you're working on your third eye, intuition, trust, insight, awareness, guidance. Christina Ann, you're working on your base chakra, your root chakra, possessions, belongings, finances, assets, and treasure. Jackie Collada, you're working on your sacral, relationships, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. Marina Repon, you're working on your third eye, dreams, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. This is an amazing time to be doing dream work and to be tuning in. I was having some amazing dreams last night. And what I do is I try to remember, like if I wake up in the middle of the night and I have a dream, I try to remember things that I can go look up later. So I'm getting messages from my subconscious in my dream state. So, I'll just give you an example. I was eating cantaloupe in my dream last night. That was one of the key things I remembered to go Google search this morning to see what it means on some level. So if you remember something from your dreams, try to look it up. Sabrina Treadway, you're working on your solar plexus, responsibility, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. You're also an empath. Make sure you're taking good care of your energy. Anyone who identifies with that empath label, if you haven't been attuned to Reiki, you guys should check out my classes for real. It will really help getting attuned energetically to those frequencies in bringing your abilities out, bringing out your psychic insight, learning about energy. Butterfly Faye, you're working on your solar plexus, personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. Tina Kittle, you're working on your sacral, pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. Liv Marie, you're working on your crown chakra, faith, hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. We become very disconnected spiritually because we have a lot of fear. And we shouldn't have this fear going around. We should be protected and loved and have faith in the universe and what's going to happen. Keep working on that. Yes, Julia. Yes, I love it. I'm manifesting over here. I'm getting my videos back on track. I will be here every day next week. I took a minute to kind of recalibrate because I'm going through my spiritual ascension too. A lot of you guys are light workers and healers. Make sure you're taking time for yourself too so that you're growing spiritually. Sometimes, when we're always assisting other people, we're not focusing on ourselves enough. It's important that we're taking breaks for our own energy. Jeffrey Cahoe, you're working on your throat chakra, sound, music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. Edward Ted Burnell. You're working on your base chakra, physical health, vitality, strength, body image, and balance. For me, it's been helping me to connect with nature more because I'm very in the upper chakras and I'm learning how to bring that energy down to my lower ones now, right? I'm always in my third eye. I'm always in my third eye. So sometimes, you know, we have to really focus. It's been helping me to connect and ground. Nancy Richardson, good morning. You're working on your crown chakra. Divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. DI, you noticed my feed froze. Yes, I'm not allowed to talk about certain topics on Facebook like kindergarten. I'm feeling more and more censored, trying to do my mission, and I just want to talk about health and the body and things like that, and it's concerning that I get my feed shut down and frozen, and so, you know, that's how we learn how to censor ourselves, because you don't want your feed to shut down, so you stay away from certain topics, and it's concerning to me. Tanya Ritchie Hoon, you're working on your throat chakra. Find your truth is going to be powerful. Hopefully you guys are finding my video because something I'm saying will resonate with you. Maybe my energy does, maybe my words do, maybe I do, whatever it is, there's a resonation occurring. So your truth is powerful. When you start to speak the truth, the wrong people will fall away and the right people will gravitate towards you. Sarah Cole. You're working on your crown chakra, intelligence, education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. And we have to be open to changing how we're seeing things time and time again. I know we had such a limited 3D perspective, and hopefully we're getting more information, coming into higher states of awareness, and learning how to see things differently. Elaine Elphinstone. Hi. You're working on your third eye, seeing things, perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. See. Trudy Neal. You're working on your sacral chakra, your inner child, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. And you know, that connection with your inner child is so powerful spiritually. That's how we release so much from our past and heal things and let go of things. Keep working on your inner child. Janae Green. You're working on your crown chakra, inspiration, ideas, spark, conception, and impulse. Let's see. Becky Hall McBride. You're working on your heart chakra, forgiveness, letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. And this retrograde, like I said, is pushing us to heal deeper. Letting go of the things that we're carrying around with us, old traumas we haven't looked at for a long time that are still there underneath. Chandra Greathouse. You're working on your base chakra. Let go of fear. Like I said earlier, we manifest our fears. Whatever we're thinking about can manifest if that's what we're mainly thinking about. So it's really important that we're letting go of fear and following our heart, following our soul. Angie, wait, let me see. Sorry, I did you. Kathy Anderson Casinu, you're working on your solar plexus. And like I said, I look at it like anyone who gets the solar plexus cards, you guys are like the super empaths. It's really important that you're keeping your energy clear. You guys are the grid workers, the energy workers. Tracy Birkenmayer. You're working on your base chakra, your root chakra, home, shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. Pamela Jones Thacker. You're working on your throat chakra, creativity, imagination, expression, originality, and passion. It's really important for me to understand, you know, every person has more dominant chakras, ones that we're better at, ones that might get blocked up easier, right? For me, my upper ones are a lot better than my lower ones, so I constantly am working on the lower ones. So it can be really helpful to know which ones we should be working on for me. Nicole Cornett, good morning. You're working on your solar plexus. Self-esteem, confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. The problem with love is that we think it's an even exchange, that we pour love out to people, and that's what should come back to us, but it's not always like that. A lot of this is about self-love, and every level, giving that love to yourself that we're always giving to the others around us. More self-love. It's a big part of mastering our lessons too, coming back to a place of self-love and non-judgment about ourselves and others. Dawn Schoenfeld. You're working on your throat chakra, communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, and connection. And there's a lot of communication issues. Sometimes, you know, especially with Facebook, we have like, I don't know how many people using this network. And people are faster to snap and react and project and things like that. So we have these communication issues. Try to open up more. Edward, I feel it too. You see what my videos, right? For real. But this is a release. This is to clear things. It's not... You know, it looks like a lot's coming to the surface. Things are not getting worse. They're getting a lot better. Just keep going with it. Linda Bonim. You're working on your solar plexus. Work on your goals. You're taking in a lot of energy too. That's a good thing though. We've been taught that. I woke up and I'm reading these empath. I'm going to keep doing more cards, but I'm reading these empath articles when I just was waking up. I was like a year before I even woke up. And I'm going through this bad relationship as usual, right? And I'm looking up this stuff, and it's all like victim programming. Like, you're the empath, you're going to be targeted by narcissists, and you're going to have all this bad stuff happen to you from such a victim perspective. But I look at it like so differently now that we're empaths, but we're healers. We're grid workers. We're light workers. If anything, we've been attracting people that need healing. So for me, I'm realizing I'm attracting a lot of people that might need me for something, and sometimes that's healing. So use discernment, take care of your energy. If you are a healer, you will attract people that need to be healed. Cam Thomas. You're working on your sacral, sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. Keep on working on your sacral. It's how we generate more energy. Valerie Rhodes, I can't remember if I did you. You're working on your third eye, insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation. So we're going to be seeing more and more. And so when we have our third eye closed and shut down because of things like fluoride and programming and vaccines and things like that, then we can only perceive what is being presented to us by someone. We can't, read into the vibrations and the things we're picking up now, right? Now someone says something and you can feel, that doesn't feel accurate. I don't know, right? I'm not sure. You're picking up vibrations and other forms of communication. So it's really important that we have our third eyes open. Let's see. Drop your name if you didn't get a card. I'm trying to see the comments. Facebook is as usual. You know how it is. For sure, drop your name if you didn't get one though. Lorna Johnson. You're working on your throat chakra, willpower, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. I found that finding my voice was powerful in finding my manifesting abilities. Heather Johnson. You're working on your third eye, the mind, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. No, Cole Cornett. What does the cantaloupe mean? It means that I am going to be healing. It's a good omen. I'm going through my own transformation and healing journey, as everyone else is, I would hope. And I'm kind of going through this ascension journey. I only got on video because I was having spiritual experiences. And I was like, I thought I'd get on video and see if anyone else was going through this stuff that I was going through. And it was kind of crazy, the whole journey I went on doing these videos and how many spiritual people I have found and how I found that this is a global thing occurring. It's not just me having an experience isolated over here. Everyone's going through it too. Lisa Troxell. You're working on your heart chakra, connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. Let's see. Catherine Richard. You're working on your solar plexus, choice, free will, courage, willpower, and change. Jaleese Pierce. Good morning. You're working on your sacral chakra, coming into more energy. When I was full of metals and toxins, I was always low energy. Like I can't move, right? A lot of people will feel depressed, low energy. Make sure that you're working on your sacral. Gail Rosie. Oh, good. Like the page, too. Gail, you're working on your solar plexus. You're one of those super empaths. You have amazing intuition, though. Rely on your gut instincts. Knowing, sensing, and trusting. Let's see. I just thought I'd get on here and share some good vibes, so I'm doing some extra cards because I see lots of people on here. Amazing to connect. Tanya Ritchie Hoon. You're working on your heart chakra, coming into a space of more love. And that begins with ourselves. That's the problem. So many people don't have that love and they're looking to another for it. We have to create this love, and then you'll have love everywhere. Let's see. Linda Griffiths. You're working on your heart chakra. Compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. Sometimes people just need to be heard around here. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to and to be heard. Just keep on, coming and approaching people from that space of empathy, compassion. Let's see. Latoya Jordan. You're working on your sacral chakra. Desires, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. Let's see. Lisa Mancini. You are working on your sacral chakra. Money, finances, power, generosity, and abundance. And I am huge because I am trying to reprogram myself. Once we wake up and realize this is a manifest reality, I was like, oh God, I have all these toxic negative thoughts going on a loop, like negative feedback. So it took some level of mastery to reprogram myself, especially when it comes to money. Because a lot of keeping people in the third dimension programming is teaching us that we'll always be broke. We'll never have anything we need. We're always going to be sick and things like that. So now that we're coming out of this programming, we have to stay really consciously aware of how we're thinking about money. Think good thoughts about it. Let's see. Jaleesa Pierce. Work on your heart chakra, passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. And it's Facebook, not me. Let's see. Christine Starseed Marie. You're working on your sacral chakra, emotions, feelings, expression, moods, and balance. And like I said, so much is coming to the surface, and it can make people feel very emotional 1 minute, and then you have like these euphoric, bliss, ecstatic 5 dimension, right? You're like all happy, and then you have these crashes and you're purging and going through stuff. Just kind of flow with it. It isn't going to be all love and light doing Ascension. It's a lot of facing old emotions, releasing them, letting go of them, letting go of the energetic garbage and debris